Such a touching film, that is. And with me is the woman who picked it for us to see, Lisa herself, now Mother Dolores Hart. Now, how do you feel when you see yourself in a movie like that, with your life so different today?
Well, you know, I go right back into the character. I remember Stephen and he carried me up that coastline 14 times before we got the cut because the sun didn't do this.
Right.
And I still cry when they put me up on that tank and he goes off, and I think, oh, couldn't they have done it a different way? I would love to have married him. But yeah, I think that's the actress's prerogative. You can always go back and redo the thing and relive it the way you want. But that film, I lived through it. I lived through every scene when I see it.
Now, we're not showing any of the films you made with Elvis tonight. They were not among any you picked, but one has to say, what was it like working with Elvis? I know you get asked that all the time, but he's such a favorite today, still of people.
He is indeed. And you know, the funny thing about it, when I first met him in the office of the director, I knew Liz Scott, I knew Wendell Corey. I'd been in school, and he introduced himself. He said, "Miss Dolores, I'm Elvis Presley." And I said, "Oh, Mr. Presley, what do you do?"
Oh, wow.
And he roared. He said, "Are you joking?" I said, "No." And it was very, very good relationship. Well, I was 18, he was 21.
Right. And that was your first film,
it was
right?
my
Loving
first
You.
Film. And of course, the best was, they always talked to me about the kiss, the famous one. 2 seconds after we got into the kiss, cut, and the director comes over and says, "Get Wally Westmore over here. Put something on her ears, they're turning red." And then the funny thing was, the same thing happened to Elvis the next cut. So when they asked me what was it like to kiss him, I have to say it would all be in my imagination, because out there in front of 150 people, there was no big romance going on.
No secrecy, no privacy.
Absolutely. But he never called me anything but Miss Dolores.
Yeah, a Southern gentleman.
And I only got that name from Gary Cooper, called me Miss Dolores. And that's what they called you when you're a postulant in the monastery. Miss Dolores.
Miss Dolores. Interesting.
So I think the Lord was preparing me.
Getting you ready.
Right.
Yes. We're going to move on right now. Stay with us. Mother Dolores and I are going to be back to talk about our next movie choice. This one also with a woman's name as its title. One of my own personal favorites among all movies, Laura.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, guest programmer Mother Dolores Hart picks the haunting film, Laura. Then Jennifer Jones believes her eyes in the Song of Bernadette. And Burt Lancaster reawakens Anna Magnani's passions in The Rose Tattoo.
Check out the TCM